Hi everyone. Hi everyone, it's me. We're on emergency NYC again. I've turned the volume down, but let me turn it back up a little bit. Just so you don't have to just keep. So what we're going to be doing today, because I want to just test and see and watch if there is an actual difference between venting and not venting on the game, at least. I mean, I've recently started training for volunteer firefighter. I did a limited experience in my when I was in the Royal Navy, and I did a little bit of training that the local fire department gave in England before I moved here. So we're taking a back seat and we're gonna watch this building in the middle burn, and we're gonna see how fast it takes from a little fire to a fully engulfed, enveloped fire. I've got a timer and we're gonna start it, and basically we'll see how long it takes to get involved and then poof. Right now none of the windows are open. The door, even though it doesn't show the doors are there. You just can't see them. So basically there's no ventilation. All the windows and doors are shut, and it's a concealed fire. So let's start. I want to make sure it's still recording. So this will be a good a test to see if the game has actually got this right or not, because the creator boasted that this is one of the smoke follows the smoke follows real life scenarios. So let's watch it. So we'll watch building number 4, and so we'll click start, and so building number 4 has started the fire. So it's been 20 seconds, and remember, we don't see those doors. So what we'll do is we'll watch the fire, see how long it takes to develop to a full building fire when there's no ventilation, and then I'll reset it. I may have to reload the game and then go in and break everything and show you the difference between ventilating. So the fire starts at the bottom on the left, and there's a third floor starts in the room on the back. Now it's going to be an odd sensation watching someone burn and not wanting to put it out, because your natural feeling is you better go and put it out. But we've only got a ladder truck and no engine truck, and this tower truck doesn't have a pump on it, so yep, no putting out fire today. Alright, so the first floor is fully engulfed in 1 minute and 23 seconds when there's no venting. The fire and the smoke doesn't have anywhere to go, so there is just a lot of heat. And the only oxygen there is what's inside of the room. Fuel, heat, and oxygen. I know recently they changed it to add something else, but If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we're at 2 minutes, and it's still on the ground floor, or what it calls the first floor. To me, that's the ground floor, the first floor, and then you got the third floor at the top. I mean, that's the second floor. I mean, at the very top, ground floor, first floor, and then second floor. But alright, so now the room immediately above the ground level has caught fire to the left. Oh, we got red flames, so it's starting to get extremely hot on the left, but nothing on the right. Oh no, we got the wall caught fire between the two rooms, and now fire spread to the room on the right. So we have a fully engulfed fire in that room now. That window has just caught fire, so that room to the right is now fully. And this is with all the windows and doors shut. Now when the room gets hot enough, the window glass will shatter. It's still grey and white smoke, so it's not jet black burning fuel. And now the fire broke the window at the bottom, right, because it's just pure heat. No, eventually it should come out the top floor. Let's move let's move the ladder to the right or left and see if we can get a better view. Alright, so we do have fire on the third floor, in the rooms on the left. I'm seeing red fire on the third window. I will stop the timer when I see fire on the fourth window. About 5 minutes so far. There we go. I see fire on the fourth window. So it's not there properly yet. It's still flickering. 3 windows. And the annoying part is it's only at the front. It doesn't burn through the entire building as it would spread. Alright, so we got a fully engulfed fire. I'm going to say 5 minutes and 52 seconds it takes for the fire to spread when there is no ventilation. 5 minutes and 52 seconds. So let's see what happens now. Go ahead and stop the fire. And the fire would have broken all the windows, supposedly, so let's just make sure. So when there's no ventilation, it takes 5 minutes and 52 seconds for the building to be fully engulfed like it was. Um, we'll see if it takes longer or shorter. It should take, I would think it would take longer because there's not as much heat. Even though there's a lot of oxygen feeding the fire, there's too much and the smoke is escaping and the heat is not intense compared to as it is when it's condensed. So I'm expecting that it should take longer. Of course, I could be wrong. I don't pretend to be an expert, but I'll be interested to see. The person who made this game is saying that the smoke and everything is correct, so I wanted to test it. Alright, so we'll get the places we were before. Oh well. That wouldn't be exactly safe like that, but whatever. Alright, so now we're gonna go open the doors and break the windows. Oh, we need the saw. Shut and close. Open inside your home, it would make the fire spread faster. But with the windows and doors being open and broken, there's nowhere for the heat to stay. I mean, it's going to burn regardless, but I would think it would take longer. go ahead and break all the doors, break all the windows. So yeah, I'm currently just on Twitch. I shouldn't be on YouTube. You'd normally use an axe to break the frame. Alright, so that's the second floor, back rear windows. The fire would go into this room if you left it long enough. But I haven't seen the entire building go up yet, which it should. You can use the fire escape, like you can get out the window. So we have tons and tons of lovely oxygen and air coming in. Now, if it burns roughly at the same time and gets to the same stage in roughly the same time, then we know that the game's not working realistically, that it's set to a set parameter in time. So this is where the third floor fire starts, in here. Washing machines spawn and you get a B-class fire. But you don't get any, you still fight it with water for some reason. Alright, so that's the back windows done. I never checked. For some reason the standing pipes don't work. I followed the tutorials, but and I double checked. This is the beta server though, so let's have a look. I'm doing this live just simply because I don't want to have to upload it to YouTube later. Alright, so that's all the windows, doors, cut, shut, bashed open. Let's check. There's a side of the building, but it's fake. See there's a fake wall, fake window, and there's another one up there. Alright, so we have tons and tons and tons of places to go. Alright, so let's go over to the ladder. I should technically move the truck, but I can't be asked. So we're not going to be putting out the fire. It's a strange sensation, I know. Well, maybe we can, because after this there's nothing else to do. But it would have to be an entirely defensive fire. Okay, so there's that. Everything is open, everything is smashed. So let's reset the timer. Building 4. And so we got the fire at the bottom left. We can see what we put before that. That's where it starts. Remember, 5 minutes 52. I believe it's going to take longer to get to the top floor. I think it was like 1 minute and 20 seconds it expanded to the entire bottom floor. Okay, so there's smoke. It's coming at the holes and doors, which is good. So if it's set to a timer around 1 minute 20, the whole ground floor would just pop up in flames. There you go, 15 seconds, so it's quicker. 5 seconds quicker. There's a lot of smoke coming outside of the building. Okay, first floor's alight, the walls. Smoke's coming out the windows now, better. It definitely is venting mode, like the smoke's coming out the windows instead of the heat being compressed. 2 minutes 9 seconds. Yes, it's definitely taking longer. It's because the heat isn't able to build up and there's too much oxygen. A lot of that's gonna go though. Oh, we got some heat. Oh, that's quick. All 3 windows went first. It's actually going up faster. All 4 windows are afire on the first floor. Yeah, we'll get ready to watch the top floor. We'll do it again. As soon as I see the red flames on the top window on the far right, then we know to stop it. I thought it was going to take longer for the fire to burn, but the first floor actually went up faster. Third floor's a fire, but we don't see any red flames yet. There you go, first window. Second window. The room to the right's on fire, but it's just no red. There's not a lot of heat, basically. There you go, third window. Look at this smoke. There you go, we got the heat. So 5 minutes and 18 seconds total is how long it takes for the building to go fully up in flames for 3 floors with ventilation. It went faster. That was surprising. Alright. How about we put this out? I know, I'm one of those too. I like watching fire burn. So yeah, those windows are fake. It doesn't spread to the back, it's just the first 3 floors, which is annoying. Why is it? Okay, the cannon is messed up. No, let's not worry about that. Now you get to see the workaround because this thing doesn't work properly. You're supposed to be able to just press F and then, but you can't. So you have to press the opposite key as well as the direction that you want it to go to first, and then the opposite. Just so you can get into it. It wouldn't be beta if it wasn't buggy. Or it wouldn't be alpha even. Alright, let's get this show on the road. So the source of the fire is at the bottom, but I doubt we're even going to make it reach it from here. Well, an attempt was made. I really wish that there was better effects of burning inside. This would be an entirely defensive fire until, even though, well, technically no, because it's just the front that's affected. The fire hasn't spread to the back. So you could come in here and tackle it from behind. But this, normally if the fire behaved like it's supposed to have done, this whole building would have been an entirely defensive fire. Because the building was fully going. I'm actually surprised. I mean, I know we're supposed to vent. Well, it controls. Because then the gush. Oh, duh. I just went into the smoke-filled area with no apparatus. Alright, so that's the ground floor, or first floor, whatever you want to call it. So this room, if you left the fire going for a while, it splits into this one. But yeah, that's what my one pet peeve about this. I really wish that the fire was more dynamic. I mean, even in the academy, this is supposed to give you an understanding of the basic principles. I understand that. But the thing is, fire's never the same twice, but this is... exact same things happen every single time. Do the exact same thing every time, and you'll put the fire out. It is fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's distracting as a game's supposed to be. But as well as it is supposed to be fun, it's also supposed to be a simulation of what we're doing. So if you can't make the fire dynamic, so it's completely changing and burn stuff instead of just popping up at a time. And the third room, which is completely contained in itself, and it hasn't... See, if the first floor fire can expand, or the ground floor fire can expand all the way to the top, then why this fire contains within it just itself is beyond me. But the smoke does a good job. It fills with the doors open, it completely fills. And yes, I should have my BA on. Like this entire back end of the building should have been gone. All this stuff got spawned in when you start the fire. Well done. That's the third floor fire put out. This is all from the first floor. So you just rinse and repeat and do exactly what you did before underneath. Normally, I doubt they would even enter this building. And for some reason the crouch button doesn't work. Oh, damn it. I wasn't paying attention. Or at least I can finish this off quick. Okay, fire contained. Go check the roof. Water's barely reaching. Alright, so that's the main point of the task of the video today. So what did we learn? That although fainting controls where you want the fire to go and how to breathe and so forth, with all the doors and windows shut, it's actually quicker. The fire will spread quicker with all the windows and doors. So, alright, I'm gonna go clean up the trucks and engines, so we'll see you soon.